play, please don't forget to hit the like and make sure you're subscribed. We would greatly appreciate it. I may have to walk away for just 1 second, y'all, because I just realized right as I was going live that my ponytail is missing. Hang on a second. Okay. Dakota, did you take my ponytail holder? Y'all are going to have to move somewhere. Hey, Fuzzy, good to see you. Hey, Brinley, good to see you. How have y'all been doing? Give me just 1 second, y'all. I just realized my ponytail holder is missing on one side. I don't know when it fell out. I'm trying to find another one. Hold on. That's good, Fuzzy. It's good to hear that. Been a little while. Hang on, y'all. I got a little basket of goodies down here that I'm trying to dig through and see if I got a ponytail holder. Hey, Yadira. I may have to get up and go get a ponytail holder. I literally realized as I was hitting go live that my ponytail holder is missing. And that's how my day has been, y'all. I understand that, Fuzzy. Obviously, there is no ponytail holder in my little goodie basket here. Hey, Roshan, good to see you. I do. I have a beautiful little granddaughter. She is a year old. Okay, y'all are going to have to move, okay? Y'all are not helping. Oh, do you, Fuzzy? That's cool. I'll have to go check that out. I am sorry, y'all. I don't mean to be so distracted. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm just trying to find this ponytail holder and the cats aren't helping. Hey, Sharon. Screw it, you're talking. Hi. Roshan, I have two girls. I have two daughters and a granddaughter. One of my daughters comes in sometimes. Hey, Sue, good to see you. One of my daughters comes in here sometimes. She may or may not be in tonight. I don't know. I have one that's 23 and one that's 6. Y'all, hold on just 1 second. I will be right back. Obviously, I have depleted my little stash of ponytail holders that I keep by the couch. So, hold on a second. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Now we can actually talk a little more. Of course we did, Sharon. I know what it was, y'all. I was talking to Sharon right before I went live, and I don't know how she did it through the phone, but I think she stole my ponytail holder through the phone. That's what happened. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Or maybe it was Alex. Alex was around. Your magic? Okay, so it was you. You stole it. Just outright stole it. Hang on, and I will go back and make sure I didn't miss any comments while I was in there. Give me a second. Usually, I at least check my reflection before I go to hit the go live button, and I didn't tonight. So that's why I didn't know if my ponytail holder was missing. I tell you what happened. Sharon. Yeah, Sue, he is pacing around over there. If I go too long tonight, we may end up having to take a little field trip and lay him outside. All right. Might as well fix this one too while I'm at it. Jasper, they want their raises. He will not look at me. He is looking the other way. But anyway. Yeah, and just to kind of to let y'all know, I may end up taking a couple of days off after today. I mean, I'm okay. There's nothing wrong. Right, Sharon? There's nothing wrong. It's just, Yadira said, pay up, little boy. There's nothing wrong. I just have some things that I need to get worked out. Things I need to get done. Some situations I need to work through in my mind. So I may take a couple nights off, y'all. I mean, nothing like extremely serious, just stuff that I need to work on. Like I said, I'm starting my therapy on Monday, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. Thank you, Sue. And thank you, dear. That's pretty much what it is. It's just self-care, trying to straighten some things out. Hey, John, good to see you. You ain't that late. I've only been on for about 7 minutes. And I spent the first 5 looking for a ponytail holder. Oh, okay, Fuzzy. I'm just glad you're in here. Been a little bit. I do, Sharon. I needed like an entire spa week. Brindley, it was okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a wonderful day, but it wasn't a bad day. It was pretty good. What about yours? And it was good to see you this morning too, Brindley. So for those who missed it, I did do a live this morning. Just a short one. Going out for a walk with Jasper. Y'all got to meet, the ones that were in there this morning got to meet Jasper's mortal enemy. Oh, that's cool, Fuzzy. The stray cat that hangs around our neighborhood just happened to show up in my live stream this morning. Oh, yes, Roshan. Usually costs a pretty penny, but yeah, we've got them. And this is the size coffee cup I needed today, y'all. Half the size of my head. I would so take that, Sharon. But honestly, like this morning when it was... Oh yeah, Roshan, we've got that here. I've only had that done one time, and it was a Christmas gift, and I loved it. Oh no, Brindley, how'd you get a bruise on your face? Oh really, Sharon? I didn't know you did that. Hi, Tiny. Good to see you. Well, how'd you do that, Brindley? Hey, Shadow. It's good to see you. How have you been doing? Did you get moved to Georgia yet, Shadow? The last time you were in here, you were talking about moving to Georgia. Yeah, I think a bit like this morning when it was kind of cool out, wasn't hot, and it was just me. I had some me time just to get out and walk one time around the walking track was good for me. It was time to clear my mind. Oh no, Brinley, that's not good. But I hope you're okay. But I think I'm going to be doing that a little more often. Just getting out. Oh, John, not yet. I didn't really have a chance today to look into that. I need to do that. Oh, you're not, you dear. I mean, you're not tiny. Well, that's cool. Roshan, I would love it, but I'm broke. Window or aisle seat, y'all? Like if you're on an airplane, you want the window or the aisle seat? I'm going to say window. Well, thank you, Tiny. And I mean, if I do take some time off, it's not going to be for just a couple of days, maybe. Look what I found, y'all. Oh, that's cool, Fuzzy. That's not all that far from me. Sharon, Helen is what? Hour and a half, maybe? Hour and a half drive, maybe 2 hours. I haven't been there in a while. It's Dakota, y'all. It's my boy. Hey, DG, good to see you. Right? I don't blame you. I'm sorry, Tiny. Hey, Tracy. Right, John. I don't know why the Dakota thing didn't show up. Ow! Dakota. He has razors on his toes, and somebody forgot to tell him. He's making biscuits, y'all. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's delayed or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's Dakota right there, y'all. Dakota judges harder than the people's court. No one is safe from that intense stare. Just smile and nod. I know he ain't looking right now. Oh, do you, Fuzzy? So, might take a break. You mean, Tiny, you mean you might take a break from YouTube? Yeah, that's no fun, DG, but it's also no fun for the parents. Here's that stare, y'all. This is my boy. My old man. Tracy. Oh, is it 2.5 hours? Yeah, I definitely need a break. All right, Brinley. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I'm definitely needing some time off. Like I said, it's not. The last few times I've taken time off has been for a specific reason. Like, not feeling good or kiddo's been sick. I need some time off when I'm not sick and kiddo's not sick. So knock on wood. Are you gonna go, Sue? So how many? If you don't mind me asking, Sue, how many years is it? Because we just had our 30th. Yes, Sharon, I do. DG, maybe it would depend on like if do I know the pilot a lot? I mean, do I know the pilot? Do I know, or is this somebody's been flying for a while? Right, you dear, it definitely don't need me flying the plane, that's for sure. If it's somebody's got plenty of experience and stuff, maybe. Yeah. Could y'all imagine me flying an airplane? I mean, really. Be better off to give Dakota or Jasper the pilot's license. Tiny, that's definitely not cool. And you know what? That would not be allowed here. Right, Tracy. You don't care if the pilot's a bird. Right, John? No, TG. No, no, no. There you go, Sharon. Yes, some people's children. My mama taught me one of the most important lessons I think my mama and my daddy taught me was and I've been working with my daughter with it, is if you don't have something nice to say nothing at all. There you go, Tiny. You know what? Tiny, don't let them get to you. That is just some rando on the internet that doesn't know you. You probably don't know them. Right, DG, I do. I mean, probably never going to see them in your life. Don't let their opinion don't matter nothing to you. Right, Sharon, exactly. Jasper, chill. Like my daughter got mad the other day and was saying, I don't remember what she was mad about. Right, so that's something I had to learn really quick on here. When these trolls come in here and they say ugly things to me and nasty things to me, I don't let it get to me. It goes, like, what is that, like this saying, like water off a duck's back? Jasper, would you take a chill pill, sir? Got the cat pinned against the door. Exactly, Sue. Right. But no, like I said, my daughter got mad about something the other day. And I don't remember if she said, oh, I know what it was. What the heck, you dear? A chill pill. It took me a minute. But, yes, Jasper is wound up and harassing the bejesus out of one of the cats. Well, that's just wrong, DG. My daughter got frustrated. She's 6, y'all, because we were about to go somewhere, and I was trying to get ready, and I was putting my braids in. Yes, Jasper's. Hear all that over there? That's Jasper. But so we were trying to go somewhere, and I was putting my braids in. Hey, Cleonice, good to see you. Well, she got mad because she was frustrated, right? Oh wow, DG. And she said, I don't like those braids. They look stupid. And I said, you said the other day that you like them. She said, well, I don't like them. I think they're stupid. And I know it's because she was mad and she was frustrated. That's not the point. Right, Sharon. Right, Cleonice. He's over there getting into stuff. But, and that's when I told her, I told her, well, I almost said her name. I said, that's not very nice. And she said, so? I said, so if you have nothing nice to say, you don't say anything. And she's like, she kind of huffed and puffed for a minute. I said, no, there's no arguing on that one. I said, if you can't say something nice, say nothing at all. So, right, DG, probably took it out on you. Thank you, Yadira. But I mean, like I said, she's 6. I'm not gonna let that get to me. I'm just trying to use that as a teaching moment. Hey, this is what this is how you act. That's not how you act. Dakota. Oh, hi, Kason. Thank you. I appreciate it. Kason's okay, y'all. Look. Oh, thank you, Clint Easton. Thank you, y'all. People are saying hi to you, Dakota. I think he's got to go investigate. And y'all know my normal trigger warning for those of you who are in here all the time. For those who aren't, trigger warning is that I vape. And it's just nicotine, nothing illegal. And if you don't like it, that is not my problem. Somehow I got to figure out how to get another vape probably tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Clinties. I think I knew that at some point. I did know just a teeny little bit of Spanish, like a couple of words. Now, I actually took 2 years of French in high school, failed both years, and somehow still graduated. All I can remember to say, and I've been told I'm actually not saying it right, is right. So actually, I did get picked on because I was tall. DG. Oh, thank you, Adira. But you forgot it all. I think. But I'm trying to remember. I think all I remember how to say is I do not speak French. Do you speak English? Right, same here, Tracy. It was je ne parle, let's see, I think it was je ne parle pas français, tu parles anglais. Thank you, Yadira. Right, you got the Japanese covered. You gotta decipher Papa sometimes. Is everything, are you okay, Tiny? Yeah, I know, John. I'd like to go to that sometime. Hey, Delightful, good to see you. Hi, Tiny. Well, you have a good rest of your night. I hope you're all right, and we love you too. You have your limits. There you go, DG. Jasper, leave him alone. He's picking on Squig. Yeah, I'm saying window seat too. But then again, if you're on the aisle, you can get to the bathroom easier. Pros and cons to both of these things, Well, Tiny, you don't have to go. Tell you what, I'm going to take this off. See what the next one pops up. Ooh, best thing at a bakery. Hey, Dave. The black box. Oh, I probably never will, John. I don't blame you, Tiny. Yes. Well, Yadira is in Puerto Rico. And y'all, I'm really excited for Dave. He starts his new job tomorrow with fresh smelled bread. So I'm excited for him. Well, I'm glad you did, Dave. Yeah, yeah, he speaks mostly Spanish. Hey, Lydia, good to see you. So, I still get a kick out of Dave. I still get a kick out of so a friend of mine and Yadira's. We were all in a video chat one time, and we had a friend that she's very intelligent. We put this friend of ours. She's very smart, but she was raised in a cult. Okay, literally raised in a cult. So she didn't get to finish high school, but she did not know that pure. Hey, stop that, Jasper, and you deserved it. Sorry, y'all. Jasper just got the big Jesus slapped out of him for harassing the cat too much. Anyway, it was a friend of ours, DG. Sorry, it was a friend of mutual friend of mine and Yadira's. Was raised in a cult, right? So she didn't know that Puerto Rico was part of America. Because she said something about Yadira was over there in Spain or something. We're like, no, Yadira's American. Yeah, we both mod for her. And she's like, no, she can't be American. It's when did but that was the friend we're talking about, Dave. It's been a while. But he she's like, no, no, she's not American. And we're like, she is. And it was like 20 minutes. Right, it's been a while. Actually, Sue, in her case, when did Yadira become American? In her case, Sue, she was not allowed to go past ninth grade. But she's very smart. She's very intelligent. She's still learning some of the book stuff though. And gosh, she's learning fast. TG, that's funny. That's why I always want to make a point to say she is by far not dumb at all. She's very smart. She just didn't get to finish school. But I thought, we always thought that was hilarious. It wasn't so much that she didn't know, it was her reaction because it was like 20 minutes of her going, no, no, she's not American. Right, Dave. Sharon. Oh, good grief, DG, that's funny. Look, we had this discussion earlier, y'all. Sharon has been in my living room here, and Yadira stole her. Lydia, I haven't talked to her. I need to talk to her, but I haven't. There you go, Dave. Well, in that case, you should have it about 100 times over. But now, to explain what we're talking about there, y'all, Sharon has been needing watch hours. So I have her live streams going here in my living room on the TV. Well, actually, it literally just cut off. I've got to restart it. Yadira has had it going like overnights and stuff. So that was been the joke. She's been sleeping with Yadira, and she's been hanging out in my living room. Anyway, Pay you in Corona. Tira. Apparently so, Sharon. You get around. All right, Dave. I love you. I'll text you in the morning. Hey, you want him to slap you again? Get him, Squig. Don't take that. Thank you, Lydia. Yeah, like I said, it literally just cut off. Yeah, Tira. Anyway, now Jasper's over there. So Jasper has a favorite blanket that he likes to lay on. Like his dog bed's over there, and he'll go bypass it and go to the blanket. He's over there flopped down on his favorite blanket, pouting. Cause Squeaky won't. Cause Squeaky turned around and slapped him a few times. Now he's pouting. You played a little too rough there, bub. I don't know, Sue. I think it might be in Canada. Sharon. Yeah, I hope he has. I hope he does. Dave, I hope you have an awesome first day tomorrow. Of course, I'm going to text him in the morning, but he's going to visit the grandbaby before he goes to work. So I won't get to call him, but I'll text him. Thank you, DG. Yes. So there is Tracy. I think the best thing in a bakery. God, that'd be hard choice. I don't know what I'd pick there. I mean, the donuts are good. Um, you know, cakes are good. Right, Sharon? The question. Exactly, DG. Now, I had a friend one time, and this to me, I just thought it was absolutely hilarious. Oh, I'm sorry, Lydia. Oh man, Sue, the rain part sucks. But I used years ago when I was late teens, early 20s, somewhere in there. I used to work at Walmart. I was a cashier. One of my friends was working, which her first name, I don't mind telling you her first name. Her name was Melissa. She was working the register in front of me one night, and all of a sudden, these guys came through her line and they were speaking entirely in Spanish, assuming that she didn't understand them until one of them called her a punta. That's one of the few Spanish words I know. But she turned around and answered them in Spanish and said, I am not, whatever, and went off on them in Spanish. They left really fast. A punta. Yes. Right. I can imagine that would be hard working in a nursing home. That would be a difficult part for me. I tell you what I would worry about with working in a nursing home for too long, just because I know myself. I'm afraid I would start putting up walls and not letting myself get close to anybody. I don't want that because I'd be afraid of losing them. Right. I just thought that was so funny because I mean she was like me, blonde haired, blue eyed, pale skin, definitely completely American. They didn't realize she's fluent in Spanish. Right, Sue, exactly. I know when oh really, DG? See, that's in a way I think it would be funny to not let them know and see what they say, but I don't know any other languages. But oh, okay. I know when Holly's grandfather works in a nursing home, I'm sure some of the nurses had to have been really upset when he passed because he was there for ah, 5 years, maybe a little longer. Oh, right. DG, I don't blame you. I would too. But, he got to be really good friends with some of those nurses. Because, I mean, his mind, for the most part, was really sharp. It was just his body that wasn't working. Oh, I bet, Sue. Like me and my southern drawl. That's no fun, Tracy. Yeah, I mean, I didn't. We definitely are, Sharon. Well, thank you, DG. Yeah, I'm in Georgia. I'm in North Georgia, and Sharon lives 20 minutes from me. If you go to speed, if there's cops around. If there's no cops around, she lives 10 minutes from me. If I'm driving, it's probably 20 minutes. If Sharon's driving, it's 10 minutes. Yeah, Georgia. Hey, Nana, good to see you. And anyway, yeah, it's hang on, I gotta move my leg, and Dakota won't let me put my legs cramping up. Hold on. And Bree Bree has abandoned me again. Oh, I like Florida Georgia line, but I'm actually on the opposite end of Georgia. Florida is it takes about, I think about 5 hours driving to get into Florida. It takes 5 minutes of driving to get into Tennessee. For some marriage suggestions. My dad says the same thing. I do. So now it was really good to get up to, I mean, Dave lives about 2 hours away. So it was really good to get up there and kind of get away for a night. Right, sure. I'm going to tell you what I would really like, and this won't happen for a little while. I want to go see my family in Florida. So that's what I really want. But it'll be a little while before I get to. No, DG, I have so my dad grew up just outside of Orlando. Sharon, I am not. So my dad grew up just outside of Orlando, and my mom grew up in Tampa, and their families are still there. I at the beach, yes. But Sharon. DG, you mean the panhandle? I mean, yeah, I know what the panhandle is, but that's not where they are. They are in, like I said, they're just, some of them are just, half of them are just north of Orlando, another half are in Tampa, Clearwater. Hi, Danicus. Welcome in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sharon, I will put you on the side of the road. Thank you, Danicus. That was very nice of you. Sharon, don't make me pull this car over. Right, TG. Back then, well, in Florida, they call them snowbirds. Y'all, I'm gonna have to pull this chat over and put Sharon on the side of the road. So look, to give y'all some reference on what Sharon's talking about. So, gosh, Sharon, do you realize that trip was was almost 30 years ago? Jeez Louise. Anyway, I can't. Why are my parents in Georgia? My dad's job moved them here when my mom was pregnant with me. But so probably let's see, this was what was it, Sharon? 96 or 97, somewhere in there. I want cookies. Anyway, so hi Destroyer, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Right, Sharon, exactly. 98, yeah, because you were, so we went on a trip. It was Sharon, our friend Mandy, and me. Sharon and Mandy were both about 7 months pregnant. Oh, did you, Sue? Yeah, you were pregnant with Ryan. She was pregnant with Zachary. I want some, Lydia. Right, DG, exactly. Is that you, Alex? Anyway, and then we had Sharon and Mandy each had a toddler, right? Justin, who some of y'all know, he comes in here sometimes, was about a year old. And the other one, yeah, he tried. Hi, Alex. So anyway, and then Mandy's little boy was about a year old. So anyway, we all went to Florida, right? This trip was one of those ones. I do too, GG. Which one you calling crazy, Alex? You talking to yourself? So y'all destroyer of many there. That would be Sharon's husband, Alex. So anyway, TG. But she anyway, so we were in my two-door car. That was the first mistake, driving a two-door car with two pregnant women and two toddlers, right? Found him on the side of the road. I think you should have put him back. Anyway, so we can't have, first of all, right, Sue. First of all, we got stuck in traffic, and at the time I had never smoked, and they did. Okay, they needed to smoke. A little leg is right, Alex. A little leg. Uh, just kidding, Alex. But anyway, so they were wanting to smoke. I wouldn't let them smoke in the car. We get stuck in traffic. Finally, I'm like, whatever. Just y'all lean out windows or something. There's kids in here. And I think they ended up getting out on the side of the freeway because we couldn't move. Or at least they were hanging out the windows or whatever, smoking. The thing I remember, Sharon, that you hadn't even brought up about that trip, both of them were craving Dr. Pepper. That was a craving for both of them, and it seemed like every hour or two they were like, "Yeah, we gotta stop and get Dr. Pepper." We would buy like two or three for each of them, they'd be gone. So I finally went in and I bought them each a 2 liter. Like, here. Anyway, then we get into Florida, right? I did a lot of the driving because it was my car, and but going through Georgia, both of them did help some with the driving. But once we got into Florida, that's where my family is, so I did most of the driving because I was more familiar with the area. Sharon, Mandy is asleep in the back with the kids. We're going. We're off the freeway. We're going through towns or whatever. She's going. Speed limit's 45. About a mile later, speed limit's back to 55. Oh, it's back to 35. Oh, it's 60. I was like, Sharon, she's like, shut up, and that woke Mandy up. Uh, Justin projectile puked at one point all over the back of my seat. I mean, the passenger seat, but in my car. I got pulled over for something. I think it was like a tail light was out or something. And this cop looks over and he looks into the back of my car and he's like, and he tried to talk to Justin, and Justin at that point in time, especially, right? Was it speeding? I don't remember. Maybe that was why you kept telling me about the speed limit thing. Anyway, he tried to talk to Justin, and Justin started crying because he didn't like strangers. Well, then he tried to talk to Drew, Mandy's Mandy's little boy. And Drew's like, I think Drew was mad because he made his friend cry, and Drew was like, I was like, wonderful. I'm gonna get a ticket because of the kids. But anyway, the cop thought it was funny and ended up just giving me a warning. Then we get down there, and we spent some time with my family. We spent some time with, my family on both sides, I think. And then they did. Then Mandy's mom also lived in, no, she did live in the Panhandle. We went to see her. And at one point while we were there, Drew, he kept getting hold of my keys. I had a little stuffed Winnie the Pooh on my keys, and every time I turned around, Drew was getting hold of my keys, and I was having to take them. He threw my keys away. That wasn't the worst part. Worst part was we didn't realize till they had already taken the trash out. And we had to go into like the dumpster and find the bag of trash, then dig my keys out. Right, Alex, he was like, get me out of here. Yes, Justin was not a fan of the ocean. But now I tell you this was not a long trip. This was just a short shopping trip that one time that I will never forget. This was when Sharon was pregnant with Bailey, her youngest. I was pregnant with Holly. And Sharon's sister-in-law, I believe it was her sister-in-law at the time, was also pregnant. We were going to Babies R Us to do our registries and stuff. Yeah, there was a guy that was tailgating us at one point. We were like, look, you, We're like, look, we are all pregnant and hormonal. This is not something he wants to do. We just, I do remember Sharon going extremely slow. She was driving because he was tailgating us. Made him so mad. Like, don't mess with the pregnant ladies. Right, Sharon? That one did crack me up. Because we're all pregnant. We're all miserable. I mean, it's summer. We're all way out there pregnant. And this guy's trying to tailgate us. Anyway. That was, like, that wasn't a long trip. That was only, 20 minutes or so. Anyhow. Anyway, y'all. Yeah, like I said, y'all, it's. Oh, really? Lydia's probably a smart idea. As fun, as close as they are to the border. Right, Sharon, for real. Sharon's live today was telling funny stories, and Sharon and I have known each other for a really long time. So, yeah, we got a lot of stories. I would love to, Sue. The only issue is, the main issue is money. Well, actually, there's three main issues. Money. That's one of them. I don't really have the finances to do it. I can't drive that far, so somebody would have to go with me to drive, and the kiddos in school. I'll let you know, Nanook, if I do that. Well, maybe we can meet up or something. Yes, lots of issues. I really do want to go down and visit. I want to see my aunts and uncles that I haven't seen. Yes, I would have a place to stay. That's not a problem. It's just getting there. I would be able to crash with one of my aunts or something. That would be good, Nanook. I have one aunt that I look a lot like. I kind of talk like her. I act like her. We have so much in common that it's kind of uncanny. And I sent her a picture today of my girls and the grandbaby. And I just thought it was funny. She was like, instead of her telling me that they look like me, she's like, I think they look like us. Right? Sharon has met my Aunt Patsy. We look, act, and talk a lot alike. She's a trip. I think out of most of my aunts and uncles, she's probably the one that I could talk to. She's the one I can talk to the most. Right? Holly looks just like me. Well, a lot like me. I did told my aunt when she said that. I said, I don't know. I said, I see their daddies in them, and I said, I do see their daddies in them, except for Holly. That's weird, Tracy. Are you leaving us? I saw where you shared your channel, and I thought, well, she's just gonna leave without saying bye. Well, have a good rest of your night. Right, Sharon? I am pretty sure Holly was a clone. Have a good night, Tracy. But if I will have to look back through my pictures. Somewhere in my pictures, I have a picture of myself, Holly, when she was about 6 or 7, and my aunt. And we really look like mother, daughter, and granddaughter. Or, I mean, actually, my aunt and I look enough alike that it could have been like mother, aunt, and niece or whatever. Tresu, Track you, Tracy, you've been renamed again. Anyway. Yeah. Book. Yeah, my animals have. Nobody's in my lap. I'm not used to that. That's very strange to me. All right, Lydia. Well, hey again. Well, hi, Lydia again. Yeah. So now, I mean, that may be like something this summer. Right, freedom. Maybe something this summer. Now that Dave's working, I don't know how that'll work. We'll see, though. I mean, if he can get the time off or whatever. But see, my ex would never go down there with me, so I haven't actually been to Florida in almost 16 years. We used to go all the time, like a couple times a year. Now I have seen some of my family. Right. Now we may, well, I may talk to him about that and just see what he thinks. I mean, I have seen some of my family when they've come up here, and some of them I've talked to, just talking on the phone. So the reason I kind of stopped going down there. So my cousin died in 2010. One of my cousins died in a car accident. There were a few years there where I could not handle the thought of going down there and him not being there. Because I mean, he was. I do, Sue. Really, I really do. I couldn't. So where my family lived there, where my grandparents lived, they lived out on the dirt road. Right, Sharon, exactly. But I was so used to being out there, and you could hear my cousin when he would turn onto the dirt road. You would hear his music blasting, and you'd hear him flying up the road. I was so used to that. I couldn't handle the idea of going down there and not hearing that and not seeing him. I mean, you can ask Sharon. She's got kind of an idea. I was really, really close to my cousin, and him dying like that just really devastated me for a long time. But now, then when I finally did get to where I could handle the idea of going back down there, by then I was married to my most recent ex, and he wouldn't go. So I never did get the chance to go down there because he didn't want me to go either. So I did miss one chance this summer, but that, right, Alex? Yes, I did miss one chance this summer, but then again, somebody needed to be here to take care of the animals. My uncle passed away, so I didn't take that one. But yeah, it was that I was not the same for a long time. Now, I tell you something that happened right after my cousin that died, and that was probably the closest I've ever come to um, unaliving somebody. All right, Lydia. Right, so not I won't ever again anymore. But I came back from my cousin. So my aunt, one of my aunts passed away a couple months before my cousin. We went down for her funeral. And then this was my cousin's stepmom. Then we came back, it wasn't just a couple months later, my cousin had his accident and he passed away. So both times I had to take a week off from work. Because that's, to go, that's not like it's a funeral around here. But I remember I got back from my cousin's funeral. One of my managers at work that I didn't like anyway made this snide comment about, well, some of us have been here working while some of us have been running off to Florida every couple months. I turned around and looked at her. I said, I'd have much rather been here working than been in Florida burying my family. She didn't have nothing else to say. But one of the other managers looked at her because her name was Becky, but some of them called her Miss B. She never understood that Miss B didn't stand for Becky. But one of the other managers turned and looked at her and said, Miss B, that was pretty cold. He said, that wasn't right. I was so mad that day, y'all. Hey, Justin, good to see you. Anyway. I need a cat. Will you volunteer? Excuse me. I need a kitty. Justine. Okay, Justin is Justine now, y'all. Justin, you have been nicknamed. I need a volunteer. Come here. One good thing with having this many cats, there's almost always one that's willing to volunteer to be held. Well, Sue called him Justine, so he's Justine now. Your nickname is Sparkles? Oh yeah, my kiddo went to the beach with my parents this past summer. She loved it. Look, y'all. His stage name. Do y'all see the judgmental looks y'all are getting? He's judging. My boy. Yeah, we do have for those who don't know, Sharon's got one of these. We do have a shirt that says judgment. It's got Dakota. It says judgmental looks, free of charge. You know the name, Sue? Sharon's got one. Sharon got a shirt with your picture on it. Do you know it? And I'm going to be ordering a couple of shirts probably next week. My goal is to have at least one of every one of my shirts. All right, Lydia. I hope you have a good rest of your night. We love you. All right, Sharon. Ansel and Sharon. Oh. Are you being sweet? He's being sweet, y'all. He's being very sweet. Anyway. Look how sweet he's being. Thank you, Sue. I really like my Jasper one I got. Look at this. Y'all, if this ain't rotten, I don't know what is. This is rotten. If you look up rotten in the dictionary, you're probably going to see his picture beside it. Ain't they? They don't see my picture right beside it. We're good, Justin. He was in here just a little bit ago. Um, he actually got a job starting tomorrow, so he's very excited. I'm excited for him. Hey, Sandy, good to see you. Yeah, Dave got a job that's starting tomorrow, working at a little restaurant up there. And he managed to get one that won't mess with his disability. So perfect for him. I actually looked up that place that he's gonna be working. I looked it up on Google. And I mean, it seems to be. Welcome back, Sharon. I mean, it looks like it's a little country cooking place, and the food that they showed on in the Google pics looks so good. Now I want to go there because the food looks so darn good. Look at them little paws. Look at them little footy paws. Yeah. Y'all. Look at that paw. Y'all. The paw says, my mama. Somebody spoiled my cat. Y'all, who did it? It was Sharon, wasn't it? Sharon snuck over here and did it, didn't she? Mm-hmm. All right, Sue. I know that's what happened, y'all. Sharon, you done snuck over here and spoiled my cat. That's exactly what happened. I didn't do it. It was Sharon. You good over there, Jasper? See, she admitted it. Look at this. Grief, y'all. He is so sleepy. But he is completely relaxed. If I were to move my hand, he'd fall. This poor Brie, too. Only if. Does that mean that she's mine? Gave Jasper pizza, yep. And we can't do it anymore, though. Because according to the vet, he can't have anything that's touched beef or chicken. Well, darn it, I tried. Dagnabbit. Like, he is completely relaxed here, y'all. Look at this. Look. Like, even back legs back here. If I move, he'd fall. Goodness, that's a big yawn for a little Dakota. That's what you call complete trust right there. Anyway. Come here, buddy. What, Jasper? What are you huffing about? You huffing. Why are you staring at me? He's staring at me. And he wants to get over here, but he won't. Because of this. He's staying just outside of Paul's reach. And look at the look here. He's like, where do you think you're going? I like messing with him. All right, buddy. Come here. It's okay to come, whatever your name is. Right? Rethinking priorities. Jasper. Thank you, Sandy. He won't come much closer. Okay, now he might. Come here, Jasper. He's been wanting to say hi, y'all, but he was scared to because of Dakota being there. You gonna say hi to everybody? Say hi. Say hi. What? I'm Jasper. You come on, Jasper. Welcome back, Sue. Look who I found, y'all. Are you Alex's buddy? You're a good boy. Goodness. Sandy said hi to you. People are saying hi to you. So if anybody is new here and doesn't know, I'm not the boss around here. I just get to pretend to be the boss. This is the real channel boss, Jasper. Pretty much you just missed me messing with Dakota, that's all. What are you doing? No. You're such a good boy, Jasper. You're a good boy. You know that? You're a pretty good boy. No, he's not giving raises, and yes, he will be napping in 5 minutes. You're a good boy. I just love Jasper. Yes, I do. I just love this fella right here. I just love him. Yes, I do. I love him. Oh, and I know you've been kind of keeping up with my mama's dog, Bugzaroo. I think. Let me see if I can somehow post this picture without doxing my mother's name, because I did a screenshot earlier. Hang on. I'm gonna see. Yeah, that doesn't show my mama's name. So look, I'm gonna try to like duck out of the picture for a minute. Let y'all see Bugsy. I don't know if y'all can. Hang on, I'm trying to get it where y'all can actually see Bugs. And the update there. Put your head down a minute, Jasper. So I don't know if y'all can read. Sorry, I can't seem to get out of the way enough of the picture where you can see all of him, but that's my mama's dog. It used to be Sharon's. So, y'all can see what my mama said there. Our Bugs has been diagnosed with diabetes and pancreatitis. 4 days and nights at the vet and came home today with lots of medicine and food instructions. That was from yesterday. Yeah, and he's got to lose weight. But, sorry, I cannot get myself out of the picture enough. There we go. There's Bugsy. That's the Bugzaroo. That's my mama's dog. He is, Sandy. He is the sweetest dog. I hate that he's been so sick. Honestly, Friday we didn't know if we really didn't think he was gonna pull through because whatever number they were looking at on his pancreas or whatever, it was supposed to be under 200. It was over 2,000. And then he hadn't eaten at that point. That was on Friday, and he hadn't eaten since Tuesday. Yeah, he's on the mend slowly, hopefully. But at that point, that was Friday, and he hadn't eaten at that till Tuesday, and they didn't get him to eat again until Sunday, like Sunday afternoon or something. And they got whatever those numbers were on Sunday evening, Monday morning. That it had dropped a lot, but it was still over 1,000, and it was supposed to be, like I said, under 200. So they kept him until yesterday. And my dad says that he has to get a job. That the Bugs has to get a job now because of his vet bills. And you're gonna have to, you sir, are gonna have to be on medicine for the rest of your life. Yeah, with benefits for sure. And you sir are gonna have to be on medicine for the rest of your life, so you're gonna have to get a job too. Because mom said, she called me on the way home from the vet, and she was like, she said, well, we're on our way home. We got our boy. She said, we got a whole bunch of medication and a list of instructions and a hefty vet bill. And Dad said, yep, and Bugsy has to go get a job. You know, there you go, Sharon. In my lifetime, I have seen my dad get attacked. Yep, got the doggy, Cleonice. In my lifetime, I have seen my dad get attached to 4 dogs. That's it. Considering we've had more than 4, that's pretty impressive. But there have only been 4 that my dad's really gotten attached to. The first one was Missy. That was my first dog. She was a Saint Bernard. After Missy, he swore up and down he was never getting attached to another dog. But then when my grandmother moved in, she had a miniature dachshund named Hunts. Well, when Grandma passed away, we inherited Hunts. He became Dad's best buddy. After Hunts passed away, it was the same thing. Dad swore up and down he would never get attached to another dog. And he didn't for a while. But then they ended up with a King Charles Cavalier. How old is how old is Jasper? He's 5.5. So whatever that would be times 7 or whatever. He's about 5.5. No, but then they ended up with Slider. I mean, there was years in between Hunts and Slider. And Dad got really attached to him, and now he's pretty attached to Bugs. Every time my dad goes to check the mail, Bugs has to walk with him. Every time. Bugs is one that we don't have to put him on they've never had to put him on a leash. He doesn't run off. Jasper, on the other hand, if he gets off the leash, you ain't catching him. Little turkey. Right. That's kind of what I figured. Yeah, about 35.5. But Bugs, my mama's dog, is so sick. He's 13. He's 13.5, pushing 14. I hope so, Sue. I really do. That's the only thing. That's the worst part about dogs is that they don't live long enough. Dogs and cats both. That's why I really want to get a parrot. Because, I mean, parrots live like for a long time. My aunt had a parrot that lived all the way through her kids growing up, through some of her grandkids growing up. They thought they were going to have to leave that bird in the will. Right, Sandy, he does. He got an old soul. You can't sleep, Brindley? Yeah, I mean, we've got birds now. We've got the parakeets. And I have had a cockatiel in the past. But my dream bird to have would be an African gray parrot. Those birds are like super smart. Anyway, I'm going to have one. I'm determined. Right, Sandy, they are. There was a story that just, fascinated me. And at first I thought it was like a made up story, but no, this was actually a true story. There was, I can't remember the bird's name. I think his name was Bud. Oh, really, Sandy? That's pretty cool. I think this guy's name was, or the bird's name was Bud, I think. So there was a man and his, so a man and his wife they had an African gray, and when they divorced, he got the bird. Well, then he got remarried, and I don't know how many, like a few years later, um, the man was unalived, and his new wife was almost unalived. So they managed to save her. Well, they couldn't figure out. Hi, only one. Welcome in, and thank you. I do appreciate that, but no religion in the chat, please. But they couldn't figure out who had done this because the wife, even though she survived, claimed that she didn't know, or that she didn't see the person. So anyway, but the bird ended up going back to the ex-wife that he originally had the bird with. Well, they are so good at mimicking voices, like the exact voice of whoever says something that they get to hear it. Whoever teaches them to say something, or whoever they hear saying it, they will say it in that person's voice. The bird was in the room when the man was unalived, and after, I don't know how long it took, maybe a few months or whatever, the ex-wife that got the bird back realized he kept recounting the night that happened. Nanook. He kept recounting or retelling exactly what had happened. And like the bird would start saying, "And don't shoot, don't shoot." And that's how they figured out that the wife that supposedly was almost unalived was the one that unalived her husband. She might have got away with it if it weren't for the bird. I thought that was extremely cool. Kind of made me think of Scooby Doo, though. Well, I'd have got away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling bird. Right? That is awesome. I thought that was super cool. What? What, Lenny? I think you can Google it, though. Parrot solves the M word. I don't know if YouTube will let me say. Anyway. What, Lenny? Look at this, y'all. It's Lenny. Lenny has come to say hi. Would you like to say hello? Look at that adorable face, y'all. Ain't he adorable? It's Lenny. People are saying hi to you. Sharon said hi. Sandy said hi. Something has his attention. What are you staring at? Look at his big feet, y'all. He has such big feet for a cat, I think. He'll stretch his toes out all the time. He's got big feet. Even as a kitten, he had big feet. There you go, you dear. Murmur or red rum. Yeah, I got some big old feet. I got some big feet. Anyway. Got big feet. Big feet. So, anyway, y'all. So, like I said, I will make a post about it. I'm probably gonna take a couple nights off. I think I kind of need to regroup. Like I said, there's nothing really wrong. It's just my anxiety has been very high the last few days. I haven't slept good. And I think I just need a little time to get centered, I guess. I guess that's how you can say it. I don't know. So, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here for tonight. And I will see y'all. What's today? Wednesday. We'll aim for Saturday. Like I said, take a couple nights off, and I'll probably aim for Saturday. I will definitely make a post and let y'all know what's going on. Remember, y'all, we do have our Discord. The link is on my main page. Thank you, Sharon. That's the plan. So I'm probably gonna take tomorrow night and Friday night off. I may end up taking Saturday too. I will let y'all know. I just need a little time. But for those of you who do not know, Sharon actually goes live every day too, and has a lot of the same people in her chat. So if y'all still want that connection or whatever, come, make sure you're subscribed to Sharon. Come in there and talk to us. She goes live usually around about 4 p.m. Eastern. So if y'all still need that connection, you will find a lot of us in there. Anyway. So, and don't forget, y'all, like I said, we've got Discord. The link is on my main page. You're welcome, Sue. Or Sharon has a Discord too. So sometimes we hang out in hers. Yeah, and sometimes there is our friend Crafty Witch, which she's actually one of my mods. She just doesn't get to come in very often. Y'all may have seen Jason P in here a few times. That's one of my mods. His wife is, sometimes you'll find some of us in her chat too. It's at Crafty Witch 232. Yeah, Nightbot's running. Yeah, I noticed that it's running a little slow. And Sharon's course is at Sharon QCB. But anyway, we do still have the GoFundMe's up. The right, Crafty is usually live about the same time I am. There we go. But we do also have the GoFundMe still set up for No Face and for my friend Nomi. Um, for issues that they both could use some assistance with. Y'all can help with that. That's awesome. But if not, please at least send good thoughts, prayers, good vibes, whatever you do. I think that's everything. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and be making a post here in a few minutes, letting everybody know that I'm taking a couple nights off just to Like I said, I just need a little time. But I love you guys. I hope you all have a great rest. Oh yes, thank you, Yadira. Yadira always has to remind me. Y'all, we got merch. Check out on my main page. You can see my merch. So, sorry, Dave just texted me something. Anyway, y'all can see my merch on my main page. I think that's every. Oh, we have memberships. Don't forget memberships, y'all. They That's also on my main page. Anyway, I love you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whichever it may be for y'all, and the great rest of y'all next couple of days. Y'all be careful, be safe, be kind. It's free. Spread it around. I hope y'all, and like I said, sorry, got sidetracked for a minute. I love you guys, and I will see y'all. I'll see y'all around. I'm sorry. Dave's texting me. I'm gonna have to get him. Hi, bye, Gabriel. Welcome in. Bye, everybody.